Hello everybody! Welcome to a new video. I'm pretty sure Stuart said he's going to title this one, We Did a Thing. And so that's how I'll start this video. We did a thing. Didn't we, Stuart?
We did.
So I'll give you the background while we're driving. So Stuart asked me what I wanted to do for Valentine's Day. And he, I think, had in mind like, oh, go out for a nice dinner or, I don't know, go see a movie or something like that. And I came back to him with, how about a quick weekend trip to Disney? And that's what we did, right, Stuart?
That's what we did.
So we are currently in Orlando, got my magic band on, and we took the first flight out of Buffalo to Orlando this morning at 6, landed like at 8:45, picked up our rental car for the weekend, and it's now 9:30 and we are on our way to Epcot. So we're just spending today, which is Sunday, tomorrow, which is Monday, and then we fly back home tomorrow night. So Stuart can go back to work on Tuesday. And yeah, today we're gonna spend the day at Epcot because it is Festival of the Arts, and they have since opened up the front part of Epcot. A lot of the walls are down. So we are spending today at Epcot, and then tomorrow we are spending at Magic Kingdom. So we got an Airbnb for the night, and we have since purchased our lightning lanes for Guardians of the Galaxy. So we're gonna ride that this afternoon. And really our goal today, my goal, Stuart's already tired and a little cranky, is to...
2.5 hours of sleep.
I didn't get much more than you. I didn't go to bed till 10, and you got home at 11:30. So our plan today is to eat and do some of the festival stuff, so like paint the little mural wall and that kind of stuff. Do Guardians of the Galaxy, and then do some of the front rides, the ones that are always have usually pretty low weights, like Living with the Land and Figment and Spaceship Earth, and maybe Soarin', even though it's Soarin' over California and I don't really love that one. But if we're here and it's not a long line, we'll do it. And then see the nighttime show, because it is a new one. Do you know what it's called?
Luminous?
Yeah, Luminous. And we haven't seen that one yet, so I'd like to see the nighttime show. The nice thing about Epcot is there's lots of spaces for you to stand and kind of see the show, so I don't think we'll have to like stake out a spot early or anything like that. And then after that, we're gonna head to our Airbnb for the night. So come along with us as we do this thing. Right, Stuart?
Right.
Let's go! Everybody, we made it to Epcot. It was a bit of a line getting in, but we're here.
We're here.
I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. Our goal is to eat a lot of food.
Yep.
And the booths don't open until 11, so we have about an hour.
Right. So we may check out Living with the Land.
Yep.
We'll see what's going on there, and then we'll check in after that and let you know what's next.
Sounds good.
All right.
we just finished living with the land, and we actually saw some stuff we had never seen, especially in the greenhouses. They had tomatoes growing and baby pineapples, and what else was new that we saw?
Well, I don't know if they did refurbishes recently, but I never noticed the clouds and lightning in the rainforest scene.
Yeah,
so.
it looks like kind of like the projections were cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, so that's always a fun ride.
Yeah, I love
wait time was about 10 minutes. That's how we waited about
really
that.
fast, yeah. But that's not really when people get a lightning link for first thing.
No. So, yeah, so I think our plan now is to...
It's almost 11, so we're going to start eating. And we're going to head towards the Front of World Showcase and hit up all the booths that are right there. I'm sure where everybody else is too.
Right.
And do the painting the mural.
Yeah, and so we'll do that. We'll get some footage and we'll check in when we get some food because I'm hungry.
Me too.
All right, see you in a bit.
So we got the grilled marinated pork belly.
Now we did take a detour. We ended up doing the painting thing before the food.
Yeah.
So
we had walked by right as it opened, so that was kind of perfect timing. And we also brought our own cutlery. So we'll see how these knives work.
Still didn't get napkins though.
Well, you know, we gotta,
that's us.
We're nothing if not
So
consistent.
this was at the Craftsman's Courtyard, which is in front of the, I guess in front of the Odyssey Pavilion. And it was $6.75.
All right, I got a really big bite. Good, not great.
Joelle said she didn't hear great reviews on this, so.
It tastes very green.
It tastes very green. Now I forget exactly what's on this. It's pork belly with broccoli rabe.
It's on a sourdough toast and then some kind of cheese.
Yeah. I don't have any green on here, so let me get the green. No one asked you, Bird.
He's got a lot to say.
Can't get. I'm having trouble.
Sounds like a personal problem.
That's a big bite.
Go for it. Woo!
I think you're a little too harsh on it.
You think so?
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
There's some kind of seasoning there that's really good.
I thought the sourdough toast was a little dry.
Not my piece. Well, even if it's not great or you don't think it's great, it's a pretty good portion for $6.75 or whatever it was. So I would recommend trying it out, but to each his own, I guess. What?
The end?
Yeah.
I guess I have to eat this because it has avocado on it. This is the tostada de lagostin something or other. Chilled lobster with chipotle aioli, onions and mango on a fried corn tortilla with guacamole, shredded cabbage and hot sauce. That sounds good. Sweet, spicy. Oh, stop.
They ruin lobster with guacamole.
The only thing is, how do you eat this? I guess you just take a bite?
I don't know, but the internet's watching.
It's good. A little sweet. Ooh, it's got a little spice to it. I need a beverage. I definitely need a beverage. Ooh. More spice than Disney spice normally has. But it's good. I like it.
Okay.
This one has 2 kinds of cheeses on it. Okay. That's really good. That's better than the lobster.
Oh.
That's really good.
Yeah? Let me go with this monstrosity that they ruin lobster with. I hate guacamole.
Yeah, you can taste it.
That's a big bite of guacamole. I don't really want that. It is guac heavy. The spice is nice though. The lobster adds a bit of sweetness to it. Man, I really wish they didn't ruin the lobster with the guacamole. Like, that being said, it's not bad. It's better than I thought it would be. That does have a little bit of kick that kind of lingers, the hot sauce. And this was $8, so I would say portion size not bad. And considering it's lobster, it is going to be a bit more expensive. So yeah, that's worth giving a try. Now this, the carne asada, was $10.50.
Yeah, that's kind of expensive.
That's a
but
pathetic
it is
portion.
really good.
Pathetic portion for $10.50. Well, let's see.
Yeah, there's like 3 tiny pieces of steak.
Steak. Get some cheese.
Don't forget the queso fresco foam.
Pepper.
And whatever the crunchies are.
And second cheese. That's pretty good. The meat has a nice flavor to it. And you really get it after everything else is gone. The cheeses kind of get lost. I thought. The cheese is good though. I would say these are about equal to me.
Okay.
So, both worth giving a shot. So I guess we're gonna finish these and then we'll get round 3, which is here in the Odyssey Pavilion that we'll show in a bit. We have the Skittles cake and then the rainbow cider flight. As you saw, this is black cherry, blood orange, and passion fruit. We had a cider flight here for Food and Wine, and we had a couple of the Three Daughters Brewing Company ones, and they were so good. So I'm really excited about this one. Specifically, it was a raspberry lemonade that was really good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll start with the cake maybe, and then I'll try the ciders.
Sure.
The cake has freeze-dried Skittles on top. And apparently there's Mickey Mouse Rice Krispie treats that have freeze-dried Skittles on them in Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna get a couple to take home tomorrow. I'm only gonna get half the colors. It tastes like Skittles. It's good cake, but nothing special. Now the cider fudge. We're gonna start with the black cherry. Maybe. Oh, these are all gonna be good, but this one's good. Maybe we should have gotten full size. All right, and this is the blood orange. Ooh, they're all gonna be good. This one's good too. They're nice because you can actually taste what they're supposed to taste like. Sometimes you get ciders and they just taste like cider, and it's like, I don't taste any of the other flavors you're supposed to taste.
Yeah.
This might be my least favorite, but just because passion fruit isn't one of my favorite flavors, but it still is good.
Not surprised.
No?
You don't like the tropical flavors like I do.
It's just not my favorite.
Yeah, it's very much store-bought cake. Disney uses pudding to make this cake, I bet.
I bet they do. It's very moist.
And it has that like pudding flavor to it.
I think there's little layers of pudding between the layers of
Maybe.
different colors of cake.
Oh, that's not bad, it's fine. I didn't really get much of the Skittles. It's just, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Just really sweet. Yeah. But if you like sweet things, that's fine, not my thing.
Aw, but I'm sweet.
Alright, so this is the black cherry. All I taste is Skittles.
Yeah, give it take a couple sips.
Gotta get the Skittles out of my teeth. That one's pretty good. And this is the blood orange.
Yep.
That's subtle, but in a nice way. It's not like super strong. It doesn't like punch you in the face, which is good. But you're right. You definitely get the cherry, you get the blood orange, and passion fruit. Well, I don't know, that's tough. I like the passion fruit one. Man, I don't know which one I would say is my favorite.
Yeah.
Another go round.
Don't drink them all.
Black cherry is usually really good. Like, it's always a good flavor. That orange is nice too. I might actually say that the blood orange ekes out the cherry as my favorite. The passion fruit though is still really good. But I would agree it's probably the weakest of the three. So, yeah, but definitely worth trying these out. They're good. They're all good. So, I think that's it. So we're gonna sign off, and I don't know what's next. More food, or are we?
I'm starting to get full.
Okay.
So we'll have to see.
So we may take a bit of a break, and we'll put some footage between here and there and what we do between now and whatever the next thing is. So, see you then.
Okay, well, we just did Beauty and the Beast sing-along, which is one of my favorites. And I got, there we go, an ice cream sandwich, macaron ice cream sandwich, raspberry and vanilla, which I'm pretty excited to eat. And the thing now is we had a Guardians Lightning Lane for $2.20, but it's been down for a few hours.
Yeah.
So
we'll see if it comes up.
Yeah. If not, we're just gonna keep going around World Showcase.
Yep.
That's all I got. Should I eat my ice cream
Yeah, I guess so.
It's kind of hard and cold. Oh, really hard. The raspberry sorbet is really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Tart and sweet. You're gonna like it.
Well, that's good. All right, so we're gonna sign off and we'll check in later. Hey guys, we are just checking in. We just got off of Guardians.
Yeah, it was down for a bunch of hours like we told you. It came back up right before our lightning lane. So we got in line and the line was insanely long. But it only took half an hour?
Maybe 10, 15, well, yeah, maybe 20 minutes.
Total, like to get through the ride. So that was good.
Since you stop once you get to the pre-show,
Right.
I wouldn't even say it was half an hour.
No, maybe
So-
15 minutes.
So
But yeah, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm a little like amped up, like my adrenaline is pumping right now.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. We enjoyed it every time we ride it. So
Yeah.
we're glad it came back up and we were able to do that. So
Super fun.
yep. So we're gonna go and get some water because that's important.
And are you feeling like more food?
Not right this moment.
No? Oh my gosh,
Apparently,
Stuart. We gotta eat some food.
Joelle's starving.
I'm
so
not starving, but we have food to eat.
let's go and we'll stop somewhere that you want to eat, whatever it is, and we'll get beverages there. Hopefully they have water.
Okay.
So, all right, so we're gonna do that and we'll check in with the next food item, I guess.
Sounds good.
We're breaking Disney rules.
Yeah, paying $3.75 for water when you can get it free. Don't do it.
But when you're thirsty, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
So we are at the Cuisine de Classique or something, and we got the beef Wellington. This is something that Joelle had on her list of things to get, but obviously it's beef. So meat
Also
is
overcooked.
awesome. It is. First impressions, it's overdone. It should be pink, but it's okay. It could still taste delicious. And it's also got some pathetic little potato thing or something here.
Oh, yeah, let me zoom in on
What
that.
that is.
I think it's a carrot.
Potatoes?
Oh, I think it is carrots.
I think it's potatoes.
Okay.
So let's see how this goes.
Well,
What? Oh, I'm in the sun.
you're backlit.
Yay! All right, so I'm also not too. It seems real tough.
Uh-oh.
All right. Still gotten some sauce.
Yep.
I'll fix that. Fixed it. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not as tough as I thought it would be. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. I bet it would be really good if you got it like right at the start when they open. But flavor's good, seasoning's good, pastry's nice. If not, you're the baking expert. Would you call that raw actually?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So the meat is overdone, the pastry's underdone. So
Someone had the oven too high.
apparently.
Maybe.
So, but aside from that, the flavor's good. I'd be interested to try this if we had the opportunity when it's fresh versus when it's probably been sitting under a heat lamp for probably an hour or two. So all in all, I enjoy it. I think it's good, but it could be better, I guess.
Give us your review of the water.
It's Dasani water, so it's not great. It's water. So
It's cold. It's wet.
that bird is offending me.
And side note, they're getting ready for flower and garden. Look at the butterflies in the plants. Don't mind my hair. We just got off Guardians.
But should we mention how great that ride is?
It's so good.
It's such a good ride.
Ooh, it does feel tough when you go to cut it.
Right? Our song was
Everybody Wants to Rule the World,
Yeah,
which
that
is
one.
not my favorite.
No.
It's kind of too slow paced for the
and it's
for
hard
the ride.
to hear initially. So it took me a little while
Which
to
I
realize
don't-
what we were doing or what we had.
Well, I kind of deconstructed it.
That's not this booth.
The gravy or whatever that is really good.
Yeah. Potatoes are pretty good too, if that's what they are.
It'd be nice to have a little bit more though. It's a really tiny.
Yeah, it's the smallest portion of potatoes.
Yeah, they're really savory. Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah.
Aside from the beef being overcooked,
It's still worth getting.
I
I
give
think.
it like an 8, maybe
And what
a
did we
7
pay
or an
for
8.
this?
8
It was
something.
$8.75.
Yeah.
Which I think for Disney, it's worth it. A larger heaping of potatoes might have been nice, but for
Yeah.
beef Wellington at Disney for Festival of the Arts, worth the value, I think.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
So there we go. All right, we're gonna finish this up and we'll check in with whatever's next. I don't know if Joelle's thinking more food or what she's thinking.
Baby grilled cheese.
Oh, maybe grilled cheese. So we'll check in when we get there.
We got the grilled cheese with pimento, fried green
Bacon.
tomato, and bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And then it comes with tomato soup.
There's nothing better on a warm day than hot soup.
And it's actually, it was $6.50 and we got like a pretty decent
Yeah,
sized
it's a good
sandwich.
sized sandwich.
I'm rather impressed. And there's white foamy stuff on top of the soup.
Like a Panera size sandwich.
Yeah, basically. There's a lot going on there. That might be a little much for me.
Oh yeah?
There's a lot going on. Oh, was that me?
Probably.
Dang it. The pimento is a little spicy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be the thing.
I'm impressed with all the spice in these foods,
Yeah.
this
You-
festival.
Usually it needs something.
I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay. Maybe you should have tried it without the soup. But
Maybe. Oh well. That bite was better.
yeah.
It's pretty good. Let's see what you think.
Okay. Now I don't love pimento cheese like Joelle does, but it's good. It's falling apart.
Yeah, I know it was sliding.
I'm gonna try it without the soup first. There's spice there. That's the first time I've ever had a fried green tomato.
Yeah.
It's good. All right, let's try it with the soup.
The soup is very watery.
Yeah. Okay. The soup doesn't add much. It is very reminiscent of like a Campbell's concentrate, which you would think better of Disney than to do that, but the sandwich itself is good. Would I get it again? Probably.
I don't know if I would.
I don't think I would, but
It's not bad.
no,
It's fine.
it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, try it. Otherwise, get something else.
Alright, hey everybody. It's been a little bit since our last check-in. What have we done?
I don't remember.
I know, right?
What have we done?
What did we do? We rode Spaceship Earth.
We did ride Spaceship Earth.
We rode Figment.
Yes, I think.
Did we eat some more food? You saw what we did. Anyway.
Yeah, so we apologize because it's been a long day and we've forgotten exactly what we've done in the last
Oh my
hour or
gosh,
two.
that's so bad. Anyway,
And then we stopped at Sunshine Seasons
in
just
the land.
to get off our feet for a little bit and to grab a beverage. So yeah,
Yeah, so it is
5:45.
5:45 right now. We've been sitting here probably for about 40 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes. I got a soda. I called my mom and updated her on our day. And I think our plan right now is we're gonna finish our drinks and then we're gonna mosey back around World Showcase and get a few of the meals of the snacks from the festival that we haven't gotten yet. And then the really only other thing we wanna do is, at least I wanna do, so I don't know if Stuart cares, is see the nighttime show. And then I'm gonna call this a really successful day at Epcot. Yeah. I have to say I'm really proud of myself because we have kept it pretty darn low key. The only thing we had planned was Guardians, like scheduled. And other than that, we've been taking some nice breaks. We've just been taking it easy, and I really like it.
I think some of that just comes around. This is not our first trip.
Right.
And we've got another one that's planned in December, so it's not like we're not coming back. It's just, that helps a great deal.
Yeah, there are so many things that we don't feel like we have to do because we've done them before or we can do them in the future.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes it nice to just kind of mosey through the parks.
And just take in all of the atmosphere and the being at Disney.
And full disclosure, this is Super Bowl weekend, so we're gonna see what the crowd level's like tonight.
Yeah, I guess
because the game starts soon.
6:30. Yeah. So about 45 minutes.
So we'll see how many people stick around or how many go back to watch.
Yeah, we've definitely heard a lot of non-English speakers, so I'm assuming that they don't care about the Super Bowl.
Just like we don't care about the Super Bowl.
And I'm wondering how cheerleaders, because it is a cheerleader competition weekend here, they may not care about the Super Bowl either.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Joelle said the plan right now is to round through the food. And then we'll see, go back to get a cider or two.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the ciders from whatever they call the Odyssey building for this festival.
Yeah. And then just find a spot to hunker down for the...
Maybe a bench would be really nice, but I don't know, maybe pushing it.
We'd have to get there pretty early.
I know.
To get a bench, I think.
I don't feel like we have to be right on the water. I'm fine with just listening to the music and seeing the fireworks.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. That's where we're heading.
Yeah.
Then we'll head back to the Airbnb. We'll give you a quick tour of that, and then we're gonna crash.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. So.
Although I did just have caffeinated soda, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
That doesn't impact you. So, all right. With that, we'll sign off. We'll pick up when we have our next food item. And give that a taste and a review, and then we'll see where the rest of the night takes us.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
All right, so we'll see you in a bit.
All right, so we just came from France, where we got the Brie Bowl.
We didn't show that because we've had it before, but
it was really good. I might put it up there as one of my favorites. The cheese was warm and ooey and gooey, and the bread bowl was just the perfect vehicle for you to eat the cheese. It was really good. But now we have the Wagyu,
whatever.
I don't know how you say it, bun from
fancy beef
from Japan. And then we are in the America Pavilion. We have duck and something.
It's a duck dumpling or duck and dumplings. And
the hummingbird cake. So we have a few things to try. So I'll start with the Wagyu beef bun, and it has some kind of green sauce around it, so we're going to get some of that too. It's really good.
Yeah, but you like the cheeseburger pods.
The green sauce is nice and herby.
Oh yeah?
It's a little sweet inside, almost like teriyaki or...
Well, I've heard in videos say that it was very similar to like a sloppy joe.
Yes. Yeah. That was good. Okay. And then, I haven't heard great things about the duck, but I feel like when duck's on the menu, sometimes we just always have to give it a shot. So, I don't know what's what. Well, is this potato?
Meat that you just took off was
the duck. Oh, it looks...
That's the dumpling.
Oh, okay. Okay. The duck doesn't look, it's really gray.
Yeah.
It maybe have been sitting for a while.
Probably.
And then whatever this is,
because they handed it to me pretty quickly, so it's probably been sitting for a bit.
It's not great. It's heavy. It's kind of muddy. Like there's no standout flavors. The duck is kind of blah. We'll see what Stuart says. Not my fave. And then dessert.
If you think it's blah.
Hummingbird cake. And this is pineapple, chutney, and I don't know what the brown stuff is.
I might be able to.
The hummingbird cake has a buttload of stuff in it too, I think.
I wouldn't refer to the brown stuff and then say it's a buttload.
Maybe apple butter? I'm not really sure what it would be. Okay, let's get my face out of there. Come on.
Caramel sauce.
There we go. Oh, well, we want some caramel for sure. All right. The cake itself is dense and heavy, but the flavor is good. but the cake is heavy. All right. I would say my really only good favorite would be the Wagyu beef. The hummingbird cake is good, but I don't think I'd get it again. And the duck I would not get again. So that's my hot take.
Hot take?
All right, pass it off to Stuart.
Now I'll show you why Joelle's wrong. All right, let's see.
Okay.
So this is the, here's the thing. If this is anything like the cheeseburger pods out at
No, the
Camping,
cheeseburger pods had a weird texture.
people like those things. They're not good. You guys need to get it through your
Oh my gosh. Stuart, hot take.
All right, so let's see how this is.
The thing I don't get is if you're gonna have a high quality beef, why would
Why?
you cover it up with such, like, such
Yeah.
a sweet, weird sauce?
Yeah, it's
Oh, someone is a bit spooked. I have
you don't do this. It is very much like a sloppy Joe. The bun itself is dry.
It was sitting under a heat lamp. I handed her the receipt and she handed me it right away.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're plating
So
them fresh.
we're
or
like
anything.
6:30ish, I think. I don't even know time, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 6:33.
6:30. So some of this stuff has probably been sitting since the dinner rush ended, probably around 6. That being said, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna like these, and maybe if they're fresh,
I
they're
don't
better.
think it's bad.
It's not bad.
Try the duck.
But it's just not what, I don't know.
If you're gonna have a high quality beef, why cover it up with like
Yeah.
such a kind of a sickly sweet sauce?
Right. All right, so
Like that does not look good.
no, the duck is definitely overdone.
The dumplings are a little
I don't know
burnt.
if you guys can really see that in this light.
You gotta get your face out of there.
I don't know how. Oh, there we go. Nope, still not picking it up.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it's kind of like brown, gray, whatever. This piece looks like it might have
That
a
might
little
be
more
better.
color, so
Maybe
I'm gonna
it's
take
just the one
this
piece. That was sitting on the top of it, so maybe
Yeah.
the heat lamp got to it.
So I'm gonna take this piece. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And then the dumpling. We'll see how this goes.
I'm disappointed in that. Maybe your piece will be better, but I mean, you get 3 decent chunks of duck.
I'm choking on it. I've had much better duck.
It needs some brightness somewhere.
Yeah. It needs a sauce, I think. Like if it had some kind of drizzle or sauce on it, I think it would make it better. It is very heavy with the dumplings. Let me try this duck that was gray. Yeah. Not a lot of flavor to the duck. It is kind of disappointing. That being said, between this and the cake at the American Grill, it was only $12.
Oh,
So
that's not bad.
price-wise, once again, if I had the chance to be here and get it fresh, I'd like to try it that way.
Well, unfortunately though, when you're doing it like this, it should be consistent.
I agree. I agree completely. The dumplings are actually really good.
Okay.
Like, they have good flavor. But I think the duck kind of brings it down, which is a shame. So,
Are you gonna try the hummingbird cake?
not dreadful, but it should be better than that. Yep. Now, I think we tried a hummingbird cake before. And if I remember right, it was very dry.
I think the carrot cake is what did we have hummingbird cake?
I think we did. I could be wrong.
We've tried so many things at this point.
We have caramel. What is this, pineapple?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pineapple chutney, but it just kind of looks like cut up pineapple. It has good textures.
It does. There's a chewiness. There's a crunch. Try all these parts by themselves. I don't mind the frosting. It's a thin frosting.
It's more of a glaze.
Yeah. And got the caramel.
I think the pineapple is just pineapple.
I think it is. I don't think this is a chutney.
No.
Yeah, it's diced pineapple.
They even have a crunch like they're fresh, like it's fresh pineapple,
Right.
not like cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's not well, with the caramel and the frosting, it gets to be really sweet.
Yeah.
The cake itself, though, is not overly sweet, which I think I like because it balances out the overly sweet stuff of that. But, yeah.
I think across the board, we're gonna say okay.
Yeah, they're fine. Considering the cost of these, I don't think you'd be wasting your money if you got them. And maybe if they're fresh, the duck would be better. The cake is cake. Like it's not gonna go bad. It's just kind of sitting there. But I think the pod is gonna be up to whoever at that point.
The Wagyu bun.
Your kids are gonna love it because it's a sweet sloppy Joe type thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But for something
Give them
that's
some
supposed
ketchup
to be
and they'll
more,
be in heaven.
more high end, and I want to say it was like $10, but I could be wrong.
Which is kind of a lot.
That's a lot because you can get the same thing basically, just not sweet at Satuli Canteen. Canteen for like.
And a kid's meal is probably $7. And you get chips and a soda and an orange with it.
Right. So, I would say there are other things at the park here, food-wise, to get. Skip over these three.
Yep.
So, that's my take.
Yep. I'm gonna say good morning, everybody. We are sitting at our Airbnb the next morning. We're almost 7:30, and we just wanted to kind of wrap up last night and then introduce you to what we're doing today. So last night we finished up at Epcot. We had a few more snacks. We had the short rib in Germany, which Stuart loved.
I really like that.
However, it came with a parsnip puree, and we did not prefer it. We just didn't like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that was personal preference. I don't
Probably.
know. I would have preferred mashed potatoes.
But the short rib was like fall apart tender.
Yeah.
It was really peppery and just delicious.
Yeah.
So if they have that back again at the next festival, get it because I highly recommend it. Of all the stuff that we had yesterday, it was probably the meat that we had that was prepared the best. Yeah, definitely recommend that.
Yeah, we had that snack. You saw all the stuff we had in America. Do we have anything else?
No, because we didn't get the dessert thing.
Right.
So.
I was so full at that point.
Yeah. So we did that, and then we got on the Grand Fiesta tour.
Right, because we literally walked on
right
to the boat.
ride.
Like we didn't have to wait for the next boat. We literally walked right onto the boat as we got there. So that was nice and fun.
Yeah.
And
then we checked out the new lighting thing on the ground that they have near the near Spaceship Earth, which
it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's neat. Is it mind blowing? No. I'm kind of disappointed in.
Was it worth walls being up for 5 years?
No. Yeah, it was just like, Disney, what are you doing? But that was like one of the things I wanted to see. And then we decided to head back to the Airbnb and skip the nighttime show for now, because at that point it was like 7:30, maybe even a little bit earlier, 7:15, and we would have had to wait around for basically another 2 hours for the nighttime show. And we had kind of, I guess I had checked off everything on my list that I wanted to do. So I said, let's just head back to the Airbnb. That way we can kind of relax, decompress, get showers, and not kind of be rushing through all that at 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Which I think was a good call because I'm still dragging this morning. Yeah, so we got to our Airbnb, which was only about a 15-20 minute drive from Disney, which, and if anybody has driven around Orlando, everything is going to be at least that far from Disney. Even if it's only 5 miles, it's going to take you 15 or 20 minutes to get where you need to go. But it's not a bad drive.
No.
And it's a cute little Airbnb, very similar to the one we stayed at in 2020, if you've seen those videos. Has a little living room. We're sitting on the couch now, which is a pull-out couch. All of your basic kitchen stuff, a bathroom and a bedroom, and it's good for 2 people, maybe 4, but that would be a little cramped.
There is a sleeper sofa that we're sitting on that would technically sleep 4 people, but it'd be a bit cramped for 4 people.
Yeah, but it's cute, and it has everything you need with a little bit of extra space as compared to a hotel room. And it's cheaper than the hotel rooms at Disney. So our plan today is to get on the road in the next half hour or so and head to Magic Kingdom. I need coffee. Stat. So that will probably be on our list of things to do.
Probably stop at Joffrey's or something before we head over to the park.
Yeah, I'd like to take the ferry because it's just fun. So we're going to head to Magic Kingdom. I think our goal is my goal, I think, and Stuart, is to rope drop Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, sure.
No, you don't want to rope drop Haunted Mansion? I want to rope drop Haunted Mansion because we are not resort guests, so we don't get that extra early half hour that resort guests do. But at Magic Kingdom, it's funny, the only lands that are open for them are Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. So we don't want to rope drop those after people have already filled up the line for a half an hour.
Right, so that would be Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and
Peter Pan's Flight, Winnie the Pooh, all of those kinds of things.
For some reason always has a long line.
And then Tomorrowland, there's not really anything we want to ride in Tomorrowland either. So I'm thinking we rope drop Haunted Mansion and then go from there and see what we can do. We do have a lunch reservation today at Liberty Tree Tavern.
And we've never eaten there, so this would be our first time there.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
So, yeah, and then we'll just see where the rest of the day takes us.
Yeah, our goal is to leave. We have our flight home tonight at 8. It leaves at 8:40, so it boards like around 8:10ish. And last night at 8:40, we were flying Southwest. So you check in 24 hours ahead. I hit the little check-in button right at 8:40, and we got A group, which is awesome. If you don't know how Southwest works, they board in groups. No one has assigned seating, so it's kind of like first come, first serve. And A group means we're gonna get probably pretty good seats. So yeah, come along with us as we head out on our Magic Kingdom day and our final day at Disney World.
All right, so we'll check in when we get there.
We're going on a boat!
I don't know if they heard that, but all right.
When was the last time we checked in?
We have not done anything
We haven't done a
since...
single check-in?
Yeah.
Okay, well it is 10 o'clock now, so the park has been open for everybody for an hour, and we have ridden Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain, and Pirates all in an hour. Oh my gosh, we did so good. I'm like super duper impressed with how Rope Drop went. We did, like, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So we were gonna get beignets, because there's a limited time soulful food item at Golden Oak Outpost, but they don't open until noon, and we have a lunch reservation at 12:15. So beignets might not happen on this trip.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We can probably check right before, maybe shortly before we leave, to see what the line looks like and if they have them. But
yep. So I'm not quite sure. I kind of could go for a snack. So I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do there. And then maybe we'll see if there are a few other rides that are still short.
Yeah.
Like the People Mover or Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I want to ride Little Mermaid.
The most exciting ride in the park.
You know, I'm like an old person. Just give me all those slow-moving dark rides and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far the morning has gone really well. We took the ferry boat, which is my favorite.
And honestly, crowd levels aren't too bad right now. Like,
no, everybody was saying it's supposed to be a busy day at Magic Kingdom because there's a lot like of vacation-y things happening this week. There's Mardi Gras and a Valentine's Day, and I guess is there a holiday coming up? I think there is a holiday next Monday.
Yeah, I think so. President's Day? Is that next week?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, it hasn't really been bad. We've just been kind of keeping an eye on the app and doing whatever is like a short or a acceptable wait time.
It was a little concerning because when we got in shortly after we got off of Haunted Mansion, like 8 things were down. So
yeah, so that wasn't fun.
Yeah. So yeah, so we'll figure out what we're gonna do snack-wise, and
maybe we see if the spring roll cart is open.
I'm not opposed to spring rolls.
Okay.
And then we'll just take you along as we do whatever's after that. Maybe head to Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll check in a bit.
My little Margie, I'm always thinking of you, Margie. I'll tell the world I love you, don't forget your promise to me. I have Mara.
Thank you so much, everyone. And now, the Dapper Danes would like to continue on by singing a song for all of you that we wrote ourselves by Irving Berlin. This one is a beautiful love song classic. It's titled, How Can I Miss You If You Won't Go Away?
Somebody stole my cat.
Somebody stole
my cat.
Somebody came and took her away. She didn't even say she was leaving her kisses I love so. He's getting now,
I know. When she forgot her key, I know that she would come if she could see.
Welcome to the end of our video.
Yeah.
Like we do, we never filmed a ending.
Conclusion, outro,
You know.
anything. And in full transparency, we went back February?
Yeah, the first or second weekend in February.
And it is currently April.
Well, yeah,
So, you know, that's just what it was. So the last thing you guys would have seen is we went to Liberty Tree Tavern for lunch, and then saw the Dapper Dans. And
which is always a joy.
yeah, so we'll let you know.
I love the Dapper Dan.
Yeah, we'll let you know our basic thoughts of the lunch, and then just kind of how we closed out the trip.
Yeah, it was really a traditional Thanksgiving lunch for the most part. And the food was good, but
Yeah.
not anything like amazing or must have again.
If you are a regular Disney goer, you know that Magic Kingdom has some of the worst food. Not
There's
that it's
not many options.
not that
really.
it's all bad. It's just you're gonna find better and more interesting things in other parks.
Yeah, or at the hotels.
That being said, and we haven't eaten at any. I think this is the only sit-down restaurant we've done it.
We ate at Be Our Guest when it was
Oh, that's
a
right.
quick service for breakfast and lunch, but we had never have done dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as this meal went, it was fine.
Yeah.
And the price wasn't bad either for, if I remember right,
Well, I think it was around $45 a person.
which for all you care to eat is not bad for Disney.
Right.
Um,
The dessert was really good.
the dessert was really
The
good.
sticky toffee
I'm
blondie brownie thing.
trying to remember what all there was for the meal. I know there was a turkey, which was I think was a little dry. The stuffing was just really
Basic
stovetop stuffing. Like
Yeah.
you could tell it was from a mix or something like that. I think the
mac and cheese was good.
mac and cheese is good, but it's standard like Disney mac and cheese that you're gonna get just about anywhere. There was a cranberry or something jam or whatever that was really good.
Yeah.
That took the dryness out of the turkey. So that was really good. But overall, it was a fine meal. Glad we did it. But I would
like I said, I would say the standout was the dessert for me.
yeah, but I don't think it's something that we would do on a regular basis.
Right. Like we have restaurants like Via Napoli that we would love to go to every time. We've done Boma a bunch of times because that's really good. We've done Ohana obviously
a
is
few
good.
times.
But I don't think this needs to go into like our regular rotation of restaurants we like to go to.
Right. Yeah. So that's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I think that would be a situation where, you know, we're going to be in the park all day and we need a place for lunch. So let's do this. Like,
I would be more inclined to try something else and then go back to that one.
and I'd probably be more apt in those situations to go to Cosmic Rays or something like that.
And just get a hamburger
a
or
quick
something.
service type thing, or Sleepy Hollow that has
The spicy chicken
the
and
spicy
waffle.
chicken and waffle or something like that. If you haven't been there, I would say it's worth trying out at least once.
Yep.
And who doesn't love a Thanksgiving dinner?
Right.
So that's pretty much it. And then from there, we really kind of just meandered through shops.
Yep. Hung out on Main Street a little bit.
And yeah, then it was mid-afternoon, early afternoon.
Yeah, probably like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And wait times had gotten long, so we didn't really want to wait in line for any of the rides. We didn't have park hoppers, so there wasn't like another park to go to. So we just decided to kind of end our trip there and head up to the airport a little early.
Yep. And that really brought us to the end of that whirlwind trip.
Yeah, the airport wasn't bad. The wait time for some people, I hear horror stories about the wait time for security being like hours and hours. I mean, we waited 15, 20 minutes. Maybe.
I think it was longer than we've ever encountered.
Yeah.
But that's because we usually fly at weird times.
Right. We usually do really early or really late.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we were in line for like half an hour maybe, going through security and all that stuff.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad. And then we just hung out at the food court by our gate and until it was time for a flight.
Right. And this was a weekend where there were a lot of like cheerleaders. We were lucky enough not to end up on a plane with a bunch of cheerleaders. So.
They were on the flight at the gate before our flight left. There were a couple big groups of cheerleaders. And I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't let them be on our flight. And they weren't, so that was nice.
And I don't think the flight back was full either.
Nope, we had our
It was-
row to ourselves.
Yeah, it was 2/3, so that was
Yep.
nice. 2/3 full, so there was a lot of seating available.
Yep, so then we made it home by
10:30,
10:30, 11
maybe.
p.m.
Yeah, so this was your thing. So overall, how was the experience?
I loved it. I loved it. It was just enough Disney to give you that little like, Disney magic feel. And aside from the fact that it was still rather expensive to go for 2 days, I would totally do it again. In a heartbeat. Yep, I loved it.
Yeah, I think just in the grand scheme of things, if you're gonna do something like this, it starts to make sense for the annual pass because this is where you start to really make your money,
Yeah.
get your money's worth.
Yep.
If you can take a trip, because then you're really just covering hotel and
flight.
At that point. Well,
And the most expensive part of the trip were the tickets, the 2-day tickets.
right, because obviously the longer you stay, the cheaper the tickets get.
Yep.
But if you're there for a couple days, it's
You're
more
paying full
expensive.
price for
Right.
every day. Yeah.
So it was a fun trip.
Yeah.
I did everything I could, even though I was really tired, not to be cranky and
He did
to
such a
ruin the
good
experience
job.
for Joelle.
You did so good.
And we walked a lot. Like, we
did.
were all over the place.
We got so much done in Epcot that first day. I was amazed at how much we were able to accomplish.
And unfortunately, we didn't see Luminous, so we didn't get a chance to check that out. But we'll try to catch that in December when we're back down there. But it was a long day.
Yeah.
And to try to stick it out till 10
10
o'clock and then fight the crowds getting out of the park, that type of thing.
Yeah.
It just would have been too much. Overall, like we mentioned, I think earlier in the video, the walls came down in a lot of areas of Epcot. In my opinion, and I think Joelle agrees, it wasn't worth them being up as long as they were.
They've been up since almost our first trip, which was in 2017.
Took our first trip in 2017, and I think they had just put walls up then. And
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
they've been up for a long time, and it's just the payoff wasn't there for the length of time that it was there. But I guess other walls are coming down now at this point, I think, or soon, to open up some of the other buildings, whatever. So, but we got a taste of Festival of the Arts.
Yep, which is one of my favorite festivals.
However, we did find out that it seems like Disney has basically done away with Tervis tumblers. Like,
Yeah, that's like my
yeah,
my souvenir I get from every festival. We're there at Epcot, and we couldn't find a Tervis tumbler to save
they
our
really
lives.
dumped all their eggs into the corksicle basket, and they're
And they're
so expensive.
So much more than the Tervis tumblers.
Yeah. So, did we come back with any souvenirs? I don't think we did.
You got something.
Oh, I got a hat.
Yeah, but I think that's
Yeah,
it.
I think that's it. But good trip. I'm sure Joelle would do it again in a heartbeat.
I would. I absolutely would.
And I gotta say, even though it was a lot of like the traveling aspect, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, the flying down one day and basically flying home the next day.
Right. But it was an exhausting couple of days. So,
Totally worth it.
but other than that, that was a thing that we did. I learned a lesson in this. Don't just leave an open-ended thing for Joelle on holidays. But we would love to hear what your guys' thoughts have been. Just post in the comments if you've done a trip like this, what was good and bad about it, what would you do differently. I don't know what's going to happen here in the future with this channel.
Just keep an eye out for us.
Yeah, life has kind of just thrown us a lot of wrenches here lately, so we'll post as we come up with ideas to post, and we'll, I guess, catch you in whatever the next thing might be.
Yep.
So, take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.